we centered? I hope we are. I know we're not centered on the tree.
We're centered.
Not on the tree. Oh well. Hi, I'm Meg.
And I'm Dave.
And welcome to our channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. So today we are doing something pretty fun. I think it's going to be fun. We'll see. But we are going to be reading this article. It's from Oprah Daily and it has 100 thought-provoking questions for couples. So we are going to answer them for you so you can get to know us.
And so we can get to know each other because we haven't read these.
We have not. We
haven't
just
read
clicked
these.
on it.
And I bet you we don't know the answers to these questions. We might do something fun with it, like let's just read the first question. Who was your first crush and what were they like? Well, that we could read that.
Okay.
But I feel like if it's a question like, what's your favorite meal? I'll try to guess yours and then you can try to guess
Yeah,
yours.
we could do that.
Yeah.
That would be fun. So we're gonna play around with these questions. We might not keep them all in the video. We'll see, depending on how long it takes to answer all the questions. I guess
And we are back on the couch.
Yes.
The couch of truth.
The couch of truth.
The couch of truth! Here we go.
We know the first question.
Yeah, who was your first crush and what were they like? I don't know your first crush. No.
I don't know yours either. No, I never had a crush on him. My first crush was in first grade, and I won't say his actual name because I don't know. We'll just call him T.
Okay.
And it was in first grade, and he lived not on my street, but like the next street over. So like the bus stopped at his street, and I don't know if he was in my first grade class or if I just knew him from like the neighborhood, but yeah, thought he was super cute. I'm actually friends with him on Facebook. Not nearly as cute as he was in first grade, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't think I ever actually talked to him, like once. Yeah.
My first crush was my first girlfriend in fourth grade, and I don't know, she was great. I was in fourth grade. So
Mine was first grade, so I mean like...
Yep. What's something you used to believe about relationships but no longer do?
That the honeymoon stage ends.
Oh yeah, how sweet.
I mean, we've been together 6 years. Never ended for me.
Yeah, that's very sweet. Yeah, I think that maybe I feel like if the relationship is too much work, then, you know, people always say that marriage is, you know, you have to put in so much work, and there is a work aspect to it. But I feel like if you just try to focus on your own happiness as well as the happiness of your partner, then things become a lot easier, especially if you put your own happiness as something that is a priority as well. Because if you're not happy with yourself or how you feel about yourself, then it's really hard to focus on someone else and make them happy as well. So, you know, kind of prioritizing the happiness of both you and your significant other. What was your favorite food growing up? I think your favorite food growing up was beef stew. Beef stew.
Oh, beef stew and rice.
Yeah, beef stew.
How did you know that?
I'm pretty
How
good.
did you know that?
I know, I'm pretty good.
I mean, you knew it was a comfort meal for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think yours...
I don't even know what mine was.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. What is something that you might have had a lot growing up? Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel, I didn't have it a lot growing up.
It was in Vegas.
I didn't have it a lot.
Vegas.
I didn't have it a lot.
Yeah, but growing up, that was probably like the one thing that you were like, yeah.
I don't know what my favorite meal growing up would be, and I can't really
I
think
know
of
yours
anything.
now.
What is it?
Panda Express.
Panda Express is my favorite
Or
fast food
a
restaurant.
Whopper from Burger King.
That's true as well, but I think my favorite meal right now is actually spaghetti, probably.
Spaghetti.
Yeah,
we
you'll
make
love that.
spaghetti a lot because
Yep.
we do want it.
And I
What's
love
my
it.
current favorite meal?
Your current favorite meal? Maybe.
You know this one.
Do I? It's not chicken Alfredo. It's
No.
your.
I'm gonna say it and you're gonna be like, oh yeah,
No,
I knew it.
Not beef stew.
No.
Your current favorite meal, like out or like homemade?
In general. What's my favorite food? You tell your mom all the time to make it. Your grandma makes it. Everyone makes it when I'm around.
Lasagna.
Yes, there we go.
All right. What was the first album you ever owned?
High School Musical.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a High School Musical?
It was the High School Musical CD from like the first movie.
Mine was Akon, Trouble.
We grew up very different.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Jinx.
Jinx? All right. Were you popular in high school?
I wouldn't necessarily say I was popular, but I wasn't not popular.
You were
I was
captain
captain
of
of the cheer team. I was like leads in musicals. I wasn't in like the popular group, but I feel like I was well known and liked, I think, in school. But yeah.
I felt like I was pretty popular in high school.
Yeah.
I was brigade commander of our JROTC unit, and my friend group was also pretty popular. I felt like my high school experience was great. What was your favorite school subject growing up? Yours was probably music. That's not even a subject.
No, but like out of like the main ones.
Yeah.
Probably math.
Math?
I loved math.
Yeah. I didn't really like any school subjects. I am a mechanical engineer, so I am really good at math and science, but I didn't really love them per se. I didn't really like any of the subjects.
If you had to pick one though, what would you say?
My favorite?
Like math, science, English, history.
Yeah, probably English. I really tried hard at English, and I felt like I could write really well, so I, preferred that, but I didn't really like any of them, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I loved math because it was like a concrete answer. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is how you get to the answer. And I was good at it, and so I was like, you know what? But I also loved reading too, so like I was a bookworm growing up, so I also liked English. Was there an embarrassing fashion moment in your adolescence? For me, I specifically, I wore way too many Hannah Montana shirts, but that wasn't it because Hannah Montana was like cool when we were in middle school, and all my friends loved Hannah Montana. But I remember.
If we find a picture of Megan wearing her Hannah Montana outfits,
we'll
post
put it
right
here, but I know exactly where some of them are. But I remember it was like 7th grade or 6th grade. So my favorite movie is A Walk to Remember. I watched it a lot, and Mandy Moore's character in A Walk to Remember wears a pair of overalls in one scene. So I wore a pair of overalls in like 7th grade because she did in the movie. And I remember so many people made fun of me. They were like, why are you wearing those? And I was like, okay. I thought that it was gonna be cool, and it was not. Needless to say, I didn't wear overalls until a high school field trip. And then everyone thought they were cool, and now they're cool again, so OG.
All right, and my embarrassing fashion moments. Well, when I was growing up, I used to wear a lot of like and one, South Pole, baggy clothes with like hats tilted to the side, a little mini gangster. And so I used to sag my pants. But when I was a kid, I used to think that sagging your pants, like I would never pull my underwear up far enough. So I'd always have a plumber's crack, and I would sag my pants, but my underwear would sag too. So I just had a little crack,
Little plumber's crack.
And if I have a picture of me wearing clothes like that, and I'll try to find it and post it right here.
All right. What's your definition of romance?
My definition of romance is, I like going out to a nice dinner, dimly lit. I feel like I like cold weather. We're in Florida, so we don't have it. So like if we're in cold weather and we're outside and it's snowing, that's romantic to me. Rain is romantic. The cold really plays an important role in my romantic feelings, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like if it's cold outside, I can really snuggle up.
But the beach is like romantic, like walking on the beach.
Yeah, and I feel like nighttime is, for me, is a lot more romantic, and pleasurable for me. Like, I like it when it's nighttime out.
So doing something in the dark and cold is romance for you.
Dark, with lights everywhere, walking down when we were in New York, that was romantic at night. Just nighttime and cold, that's romantic for me. What is your definition of romance?
If we're both like, oh yeah, we're both really craving pizza, and we're like, you know what? It's 9 p.m. but we're gonna go get some pizza, and we get in our pajamas, and we go get pizza, and we come back and just eat pizza in our pajamas on the couch. Like, that's romantic to me.
Sure.
Like spontaneous things, like spontaneity.
Yeah.
I think that's romantic.
Yeah.
There we go, that's my answer.
Do you see yourself having kids? If so, how many? I think we see ourselves having kids, hopefully.
Yeah.
Probably 1 or 2. Megan comes from a large family of 6,
of us.
and I only come from a family of 2. I just have 1 sibling. I kind of don't want a lot of kids.
I think 3 is like the max I want to go.
Yeah.
2 is a good number, but I feel like if we have 2, I'm gonna probably be like, I want another one.
Okay, so 1, and then we'll have.
Wow.
Do you believe in God? I believe in God.
I believe in God too.
Right.
We're both Christians.
Yep.
And we try to be as godly as we can.
Yeah, I grew up Lutheran, and Megan grew up Catholic. Yep.
Yeah.
And so we do believe in God.
Me too.
All right. Do you think it's more important to be smart or to be kind?
Oh, that's hard because I know being smart is like useful and like helpful for people, but I think it is more important to be kind.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on what your definition of importance is really. Like for me, taking care of my family and myself is really important. So I feel like it's more important to be smart. You know, kindness does get you places for sure, but if you're kind and you're not smart, you kind of rely on other people, I feel, to promote your own success. So being smart really will further your own personal goals, depending on what your goals are. But we are kind people. We try to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, being religious, you know, being kind and doing unto others as you want done unto you is important for us. So.
Definitely.
Yep.
Would you rather be loved, respected, or admired?
For me, I personally think that I really like being admired. You know, the way people view me is still pretty important to me, which kind of puts me in the cycle of trying to better myself. Not really try to sculpt myself towards other people's opinions, but when people like me and when people view me as someone that's confident and attractive and you know, strong, whatever personality traits or
It makes you feel good.
right, it makes me feel good about myself and I thrive off of that.
I think out of the three, I'd probably want to be loved. I feel like when I feel love from other people, that makes me feel really good.
Sure.
And it makes me not notice like my insecurities or my flaws or anything like that, because when someone loves you, like when you love me, that makes me feel good. So probably love.
Okay, what do you think is your best quality? I think one of your best qualities, or maybe your best quality is, I want to say your personality, but that's like just so general. I would say that I feel like one of your best qualities is how trusting you are of people. And you always want to do the best thing, you know, even if it's not the best thing for you, you want to do the best thing for the people you care about. That's probably one of your best qualities.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's something that I need to work on.
It's funny because I think your best quality is something that I need to work on, which is just kind of like standing up for what you believe is right. Like even if it's something as little as like customer service, like if someone's wronging you in any way, or your family or someone you love, you're like, all right, no, this is how it needs to be. Like you stand up for what you believe is right and what you think is good for your family.
And what do you think is your best quality?
I love very deeply.
You think your best quality is how deep you love?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So.
Yeah.
What about you?
My best quality is probably maybe I think my best quality is how much I think about things. And that really takes me farther, because if you think about things enough and you really analyze almost overanalyze the small details in situations, you can really start to piece together how situations will play out before they play out, and then you can make an educated decision on how you should proceed, and that will lead you to success. You know, what do you find sexiest about me?
Your eyes.
Oh yeah,
Duh.
I do have blue eyes.
I found a blue-eyed man.
Yep. Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
What do I find
eyes.
sexiest about you is probably your teeth. You have really nice teeth.
You use that
Very
quite
nice
a
one.
lot.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. I
Yep.
never had braces.
Yeah.
You didn't either.
I did not.
We got lucky with that one.
All right, who's more inclined to be jealous, you or me?
I feel like I am.
I feel like I am. I'm definitely
think
a jealous
you are?
person. Yeah. I try not to be. I make it a point not to be jealous, but internally, I'm definitely very jealous.
See, I just have FOMO, and I feel like if you are like with our friends and like I'm not there, I'm like I get super jealous about anything because I'm like I'm not there. Like I should be there.
Right.
But I don't feel like I'm ever like David's gonna go find another girl. Like I don't know. That's just not something I really think, because I feel very secure in a relationship, and you make me feel secure. But
well, that's good.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
That's right. You make me feel very secure too.
Yeah, I feel like we do a good job at reassuring each other that.
And also, we're not like secretive people either. You know, like Megan's face is my phone unlock, and my face is her phone unlock. But we're not over here constantly.
Same passwords
Right.
for everything.
Yeah, we have a joint bank account. We have joint emails. You know, it's not like We don't have a joint Facebook. We weren't on that.
No, we didn't
A lot
hop
of
on
our
that
friends
train.
have joint Facebook.
I
don't
it's
feel like
like
it's
both
worth
of
it.
their names and then their
Yeah.
last name.
Yeah, I use a lot of Facebook Marketplace, and that would be
Oh,
difficult.
so annoying.
You know, exactly. I get a lot of messages a day, so.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, we're trusting towards each other, and I feel like
Yeah.
once there's a seed of doubt in our relationship or in your guys' relationship, I feel like that seed can grow unless you really uproot it and nip it right there.
Don't like keep anything on your chest.
Right.
You have to like let them know
Right.
before, like you said before, it snowballs into something way
Yeah.
worse.
What's the first thing you noticed about me? Or actually, I'll tell you. The first thing I noticed about you, well, that was in 8th grade. When I
You gotta
right?
think back far.
I just noticed how smart you were, and how beautiful you were. You were very beautiful, But yeah, probably how smart you were.
Mine also was how smart you were because we were both like top of our class. Like
Right.
in 8th grade, we were both like smart kids.
Sure.
Yeah, so you were definitely smart and your blue eyes, man. I noticed those for sure.
Well, that's nice.
Is there a personality trait that always ticks you off in a person? Yes.
What?
Very specific thing when people BS. I hate when people talk like they know something and state things as a fact when it is not factual. I don't appreciate being lied to. I think that's one of my big things, and so if I know or suspect that someone is not stating the truth but is stating it like it is the truth, I don't appreciate that at all.
Sure.
And I will go and Google the truth so I know.
All right, well, we had to get our pizzas out of the oven, and we are dining on a budget today.
Yeah, we are.
Totino's oven-baked pizza, $1.25 Walmart, baby.
It's turned into a mukbang
It's
now.
a mukbang.
There we
Yep,
go.
yep.
We're
And
gonna
those
talk
videos
and
are popular
eat.
on YouTube.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So I just answered, is there a personality trait that always ticks you off in a person? So now you have to answer.
And yours was, people who state opinions as facts.
Yes.
Yeah. Something that someone does that makes me feel tense and awkward is when two people are having an argument right in front of me and I can't leave, and it's about something that maybe I was involved in, when people are having, that just makes me feel uncomfortable, tense, or when if I'm at work and someone is getting lectured right in front of me and I have to be there, or I have to, lecture them and say, hey, this was wrong.
When your friend's parents is
Right.
yelling at someone
Right,
when you're over for a
exactly.
sleepover and you're
Right.
like, I can't go, my mom.
Yeah, it definitely does make me feel nervous and tense. I don't generally have a problem disciplining people or, our dog or whatever. It doesn't make me feel awkward, especially if I know that I'm right and what you did was wrong. But when I'm the third party, it makes me feel tense.
We actually were just talking about this. I know something it's similar to what you just said that does upset you is when other people are talking about you or not talking about you and you walk in the room and it goes silent. That's what you don't like. You
That's
just
true.
said this yesterday actually.
That's very true.
It makes you feel uncomfortable when the room goes silent when you walk in.
Yeah, because I would rather someone talk crap.
In front of you?
Yeah, because one thing is professionally, I don't enjoy criticism that much. If I do a work review and maybe I'm not performing as well as they would like, it's hard for me to accept that, because I'm always trying, 100%.
Yeah.
So
Never
if
not
I'm trying 100% and I'm not reaching the potential that they expect, that's difficult to hear,
Well, the reason that I remembered this was because there was a moment right before our wedding where I was telling my parents about the wedding gift I got him, his Benchmade knife, and I was telling my parents about it and showing them pictures of it because his dad had just received it in the mail because I didn't want it delivered here, and he walked into the room right when I was talking to my parents about that, and then I didn't even know how to move on as if I wasn't talking about him, and it wasn't anything bad. It was about his gift that I didn't want him to know about.
Right.
And then he walked in the room, and I knew that it definitely bothered him. So later that night, I was like, "Hey, babe, when you walked in the room, it was quiet because I was telling my parents about your wedding gift. I was showing them pictures and telling them what I got you." And then once I explained that, he felt better. But I knew for the rest of the day he was
I was upset.
"Oh,
And it's
they
also
were talking
difficult.
about me."
Yeah, it's difficult for me to be upset about something and then move on past it. It is.
Yeah, and I knew that, which is why I explained
Yeah.
to you what happened. But yeah.
Leading on to the next question, how do you express anger?
I cry.
You are a crier.
I cry when I'm happy, sad, angry. I'm a crier. Yeah.
I will cry, but not really often. I cry more when I'm sad than versus when I'm angry. I don't cry when I'm angry usually.
Open book.
Right, but for anger, I really try to think about why I'm angry. And if it's not justified, I won't really talk about it. I'll still feel angry, but I would just like try to go do something else or move on, which is difficult for me. But you know, I used to express anger by working out a lot. In high school, I was angry for no reason. I was angry all the time.
And then we got older.
Right. And I would just work out a lot. But now, not working out a lot. And,
well, you're working a lot.
Right, I'm working a lot. And you know, I'm not really that angry in my life. I have a great life. I love my life.
Yeah.
And I feel pretty happy. So I don't get angry too often now. I don't.
I don't either.
Right.
Who is more of a risk taker? Between the two of us.
Definitely me, I would assume.
I would say you too.
I'm definitely more of a risk taker, I feel.
I've always been more of the like safe person. Like only like if he like speeds up in the car like 5 miles over the speed limit, I'm like, David!
Or I slightly tap the brakes. Megan's bracing for impact.
I've been in a few car accidents though, so it's more of a PTSD thing.
And I've never gotten in a car accident. I've been hit by a car, but I've never gotten in a car
That is being in a car accident.
Well, I've never caused a car accident,
There we go.
should I say. Would you rather own a home you don't love or rent one that you do love? Well, that's pretty on topic because I love this house and we are renting.
It's a great house.
Right. Would I buy it? I would probably buy it if the market wasn't so high right now and if it was being sold. But I would definitely. That's difficult because I feel like we can make a house that we buy into something we love.
If we buy it, then we can.
Yeah,
I would always rather buy.
We're
in my
handy.
opinion.
We can renovate.
If I can own a house, I would much rather do that.
Yeah,
exactly. I can do what I want.
Right.
So.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, we agree
We'd
there.
rather own. All right. What is something you'd like to try doing but haven't worked up the nerve to do yet?
I don't know. That's really hard. Up the nerve.
For me, it's skydiving.
Oh,
I'd really like to skydive.
Writing original music. That would be my thing. And like actually showing it because I haven't. I think there's or the reason I don't even touch music anymore. I have a degree in music. It's because I just don't. I don't know. I don't have the nerve to do it anymore. I graduated college and then I was like, all right, there we go, which was terrible.
Yeah, and Megan is an amazing singer, and she doesn't sing that often.
No.
You know?
I don't know. I think everything that happened with my school closing down and everything, it made me like almost lose my love for music.
Right.
Like genuinely.
Yeah, and Megan has a full degree in music, classical voice, and you know, so maybe that's something we'll work on. You know.
The next question is,
well,
would you
also
rather...
we did have a recording studio in our house,
we
and
did,
we still
and
do
I
have
never
the
used
equipment.
it.
Yeah.
Well, the next question is, would you rather be an amazing singer or an incredible dancer?
Which one?
Amazing singer. I mean, although I really do love dancing. I danced for like 15 years of my life, but I would have preferred the singing. I was more of the person who was like, I was decent at singing, dancing, and acting versus like amazing at one thing. And I think that's something that has been something I've struggled with my life because it's like I'm like pretty good at a lot of different things versus like being amazing at one thing, you know, and like thriving at
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, which sounds like so like, oh my God, she's just like complaining about being good at so many things. But I wish that I was great at one thing. Like I would rather be great at one thing than like kind of mediocre at a lot of things. You know what I mean? Would you rather be an amazing singer or an incredible dancer?
An amazing singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I.
You can sing though. You can sing.
I can sing. I cannot sing nearly as well as Megan, and I'm not a good singer. So, in no definition of the aspect, am I a good singer? Everyone can sing. Now, whether it sounds great or not, mine doesn't. But you know, that's something that would take time to develop, and I never spent the time to develop it. So, and I probably won't. So I'm fine with it. But yeah, I would rather be.
You don't lose sleep over it?
No, I don't. There's other qualities about myself that I focus on more than singing. Yeah.
All right, what superpower do you wish you could have?
Tough one. Read minds.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that.
I wish that, but at the same time I don't. But I feel like if I could read minds, I would be able to like go farther in life immediately. Because I already feel like a lot of what I do is try to read people's minds to do what I should, but you never know 100%. You know?
No, I completely agree. I would like to know.
All right, what activity makes you feel the most joyful when you're doing it?
Singing, actually.
Singing?
Yeah. Especially when I used to perform, like when I used to do musical theater and like being on stage, like I love that. It's just like, there's nowhere to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So.
And not to say Megan doesn't sing at all. She does still sing on a daily basis. Just not like, okay, we're going to sit down and listen to Megan sing now.
No,
you know,
I'm
she
not
doesn't
that
perform.
type of person though.
Right.
But I used to like to perform like on
Right.
stage for like musical theater, things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Something that I feel joy when I do, easy. I love vacuuming. And we're posting a video about our Dyson vacuum that we just got. And the reason that we feel comfortable getting such a nice vacuum is because I love vacuuming.
Loves it so much.
Yeah, I love cleaning. I love things being clean. And vacuuming is one of the things that I love doing. Other than that, fixing things, cleaning things, the cars, fixing the cars.
Making things better.
Yeah,
basically.
making things better. Any improvement, small or big. I'll recock the sink, or I'll, tighten the bolt on something that I notice is loose, fix a door hinge.
It makes you feel good when like
Right.
you fix something and then it's better.
Right.
Yeah. Makes things easier.
Yeah, it makes me feel good.
What would you do with your life if you suddenly became a billionaire? I would travel.
Would you?
Yeah, I would see the world.
Yeah, that's
I'd
a good
see
idea.
everywhere.
Yeah, it would take me, for me personally, I would love to travel, yeah, but first I would probably buy everything that I want.
You are more.
Yeah.
It's so funny. We know this about each other. He's a more
Yeah.
materialistic person.
Yeah.
And I'm more of like I like to experience
Yep.
things, and that's just how I was raised. My parents, instead of like buying us a lot of Christmas gifts, we'd go on a vacation or something. And David there's nothing wrong with being either of those things, but he likes his things, and he takes pride in like the research he does to figure out what he wants. And
Right.
I'm like answering your question for you, but
No, definitely.
I feel like that
Yeah,
is
we
like
can finish
us.
each other's sentences.
Yes. So that's just how we are. We would buy everything that we need, and then we would go travel.
Yeah, a billionaire, if I had $1 billion, not just a millionaire, because a millionaire would be a lot different
the question
from...
is billionaire.
Yeah, so billionaire, I would buy the things that I want and then start to do philanthropic stuff. And also, actually, first,
We could do
my
that while
fault.
traveling.
My fault. First, if I got $1 billion, I wouldn't even buy myself all the stuff. I would buy you a lot of things, and then I would buy our parents a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy your parents brand new house. I'd buy my parents a brand new house.
Yeah.
Get them whatever cars they want.
Yeah. All my
Set up
siblings
trust
will
funds
be-
for your siblings.
Yeah.
And just make everyone else's life that I care about amazing.
Yeah.
And then, buy everything that I
$1
want.
billion.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is saying if you suddenly became a billionaire.
Yeah. $1 billion
So
is a
that
lot.
doesn't mean like you just have $1 billion. Like if I could become a billionaire for like the rest of my life, yeah,
Right.
for sure, you would help everyone.
Yeah,
would
even
you
if I
not?
had $1 billion, I feel like that's enough money to do everything I just listed.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
My first celebrity crush, well, I don't really, I can't really think back that far, to be honest.
Mine's Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Yeah, high school musical.
That's a good one. That's a good one. My first celebrity crush probably is, I'll probably just say Taylor Swift, because I don't really know, I don't remember ever crushing on a celebrity when I was younger.
Yeah, I mean Taylor Swift was like middle school. That's young.
Yeah.
I feel like we were in middle school when she started getting famous.
Yeah. All right, who is your hall pass celebrity crush today?
Zac Efron still.
Yeah, I would probably...
He's getting hotter as we go.
That's true, yes. That's very true. I would think that I would also pick Zac Efron. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Oh gosh.
Probably Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep, I like short women. Taylor Swift is just too tall for me.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think she's like 5'8", 5'9". I don't know how tall
I'm
she
5'7",
is.
so if she's under 5'7", then Taylor Swift. I doubt it though.
Last question. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
You go first.
Vampire, duh.
Yeah.
Because they live forever.
Yeah, that's exactly what
At
I
least in Twilight they do.
Yeah.
And they sparkle like diamonds.
Yeah, invincible, live forever.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
just talking about living forever last night, actually.
Yeah.
Right? You said, I wonder if they will come up with a way for us to live forever, like during our lifetime.
Yeah, and you said you were like, no, I said no.
It'll
I said
probably
I
be
hope
4
so.
years after
Yeah.
we die. And then I said, at least our children would be alive when they come up with that.
Very caring person.
All right. Well, that is all of our answers that we are going to give today. There are a lot more questions, but some of them were not PG-13.
Yeah. There was a lot of sexual questions in here, and we just prefer to keep that to ourselves.
Yeah.
But you know, there's 100 questions on here. So if you feel like you want to do a deep dive into your relationship with your significant other,
or your friends or whoever.
Yeah, exactly. All you have to do is go on to oprahdaily.com. This was a list created in October 30th of 2020 by Samantha Vincenti. So shout out Samantha. Thank you for such an expansive list of questions.
We'll put the description link down below
Yep.
to this article so you can read all of the questions.
Exactly.
And if you have any other questions for us that we did not answer today about our lives, our love story, anything like that, leave it in the comments down below, and maybe in the future we'll do a question and answer video of your questions, which would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'd love to do that. So like Megan said, feel free to comment down below. If you like our videos, feel free to watch the rest of the videos we have. We have quite a few. A lot of them couples vlogs, some of them technology, some of them how-to videos.
DIY,
Right, exactly.
reviews.
Yep, we kind of just do whatever we want and go with the flow. So if you like our personalities and the way that we run our YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so you get notified of when we post new videos.
But we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.